Well, good evening. I'd like to call to order this special meeting of the Newport News School Board for Tuesday, June 1st, 2021. On behalf of the members of the school board and the superintendent, I welcome each of you present and watching. A quorum is present to transact the business of the school division. The COVID-19 pandemic has had an unprecedented effect on all of us, and the school board has adapted to a new way of conducting our meetings. We are socially distanced in the auditorium, and the school board and guests are wearing masks in compliance with the governor's order for school board property. We are taking these steps to ensure the health and well-being of our staff and the public. We value and appreciate your partnership. We will begin tonight's meeting with a pledge to the flag, and I'm going to have School Board Madam Vice Chair lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Please stand. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Madam Vice Chair. So now we're going to move on to the consent agenda, which I believe there's an exciting personnel report that we have tonight. Dr. Parker has some recommendations for us. Before we get to Dr. Parker's presentation, is there a motion to approve the consent agenda?
So moved.
All right. Ms. Amon, you heard the motion from Ms. Amon. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Harris. Any discussion? All right, there being none, Madam Clerk, would you please call the roll?
Okay, it was first moved by Ms. Amon to approve the consent agenda and second by Mr. Harris. Mr. Harris?
4.
Mr. Hunter?
4.
Mrs. Searles Law?
4.
Mrs. Amon?
4.
Dr. Bess?
4.
Mr. Ely?
4.
Mr. Brown?
4.
Motion carries 7-0.
All right. Wonderful. So thank you. And Dr. Parker, I believe you have several appointments to announce based on the personnel report that was approved in the consent agenda. Dr. Parker.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. It gives me great pleasure to announce the following appointments this evening and introduce these leaders, prospective leaders in our division, to the board. I would start by introducing Ms. Michelle Huffstetler, the new principal at Denby High School. Ms. Huffstetler began her career in Newport News Public Schools in 1998 as a French teacher. She has served Newport News in numerous roles over a 23-year career. In addition to teaching, she also has served as a lead teacher, secondary assistant principal, and assistant principal of instruction. Mrs. Huffstetler holds a bachelor's degree in French from Christopher Newport University and a master's degree in principalship, administration, and supervision from Old Dominion University. Her wealth of experience has prepared her to take on the principalship at Denby High School, and we thank you for being here this evening. And congratulations, and we'd like to hear from you and introduce any guests, any family members or friends that you have with you this evening.
Thank you, Dr. Parker. I'm very, very excited. I really appreciate the opportunity, and I'm nervous, but I know that it's going to be a great opportunity just to lead and help serve even more on a larger level for Newport News. I have with me this evening my husband, Greg Huffstetler, William Huffstetler, and he's an assistant principal at Crittenden. I also have my wonderful Monarch daughter with me, Michaela Banks. She's a junior at Menchville and is looking forward to a nice normal year next year. And thank you. She's a show choir girl, so they're ready to get back in competition.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Well, thank you. Congratulations. It gives me great pleasure this evening to introduce Mrs. Ebony Griffin, the new principal of Huntington Middle School. Ms. Griffin has a bachelor's degree in history and political science from Howard University and a master's degree in educational administration and leadership from Regent University. She has worked in Norfolk Public Schools as a history teacher and department chair from 2001 to 2008. And she began her administrative career in York County in 2008 as an assessment and compliance coordinator before moving to an assistant principal position at both the middle and elementary levels. She returns home to Newport News, having grown up in the Southeast community and graduated from Heritage High School. So she will be going back to serve her community. And she is well prepared to lead our Huntington Middle School family in their next journey. So please, Ebony, congratulations. Please stand, introduce yourselves, and we'd like to hear from any of your, have you introduce any of your family members or friends who've come with you this evening.
Thank you. I am so excited to be joining my Newport News family. I was a part of the very first graduating class of Heritage High School, and so to be able to go back there and to lead in the community, I am just absolutely just grateful to do that. So I brought a whole entourage with me. My husband, Nathaniel Griffin, my 2 children. I have a graduating senior who just announced that he's a presidential scholar and he's going to Norfolk State on a full ride scholarship. And my little kindergartner. I don't have any in between, just those 2. So yes, a kindergartner and a 12th grader, that's it. And my mom and my dad are here, Attorney David and Iola Redden. And then my mother-in-law and my father-in-law, Elder Ronald and Pamela Griffin, are here with me.
All right, and if I'm correct, I think your husband's a pastor, am I correct?
My husband is a pastor. Yes, he is. Yes, in the Portsmouth
Awesome.
community.
Welcome to the Newport News family.
Thank you.
Let's give them a round of applause. Our next appointee is soon to be Dr. Eric Goodman. Is joining the Newport News Public Schools family as the principal of Rich Neck Elementary School. He currently serves as principal of Richard Bowling Elementary School, the school I once attended, in Norfolk. Prior to earning his principalship, Mr. Goodman served as an assistant principal, an elementary principal in Norfolk. He has a bachelor's degree in interdisciplinary studies from Virginia State University, a master's degree in educational administration from Cambridge University, and is working to complete his doctorate in advanced educational leadership from Regent University. Mr. Goodman also served in the United States Marine Corps, and I'm pleased to welcome him to the Newport News family. Mr. Goodman, would you stand, introduce yourself, and introduce any guests or family members that are joining you this evening?
Yes, thank you so much. I am excited to join the Newport News family. I'm coming from Norfolk Public Schools. I've heard so many great things about this family and just how warm and inviting that everybody has made me thus far, and every opportunity I've had to come over here and just welcome you with open arms. And I do appreciate the opportunity to lead Rich Neck Elementary School. I very long with me, my brother, Reverend Christopher Cox, who is a huge support system, and we're just delighted to be here. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
And we'll move on to assistant principals. I'd like to first introduce Ruben Cases, the new assistant principal at Minchville High School. Mr. Cases started his teaching career in Hampton City Public Schools in 2014 and has also coached football in Hampton and York County. Mr. Cases is currently an assistant principal at Spratley Middle School in Hampton, and he holds a bachelor's degree in health and physical education from Old Dominion University and a master's degree in educational leadership from Norfolk State University. Mr. Cases is excited to expand his experience and join the Newport News team. So welcome aboard, sir. Congratulations. Please introduce yourself, and we'd like you to introduce any of your guests this evening.
I'm Gino Casas. I feel blessed to be here. Thank you guys. Thank you everyone for approving me, and thank you for the opportunity to work under you all. I came here with my wife Liz, who's sitting next to me, and then back there, what you probably can't see, but you can hear, I've got 2 sons and 2 daughters back there, my mom and my sister, all came to support today.
All right. Welcome aboard. Hopefully soon to be Newport News students. I'd also like to introduce our next assistant principal, Mr. Michael Bellamy, as the new assistant principal at Crittenden Middle School. Now, you may recall Mr. Bellamy was appointed last year as an administrative assistant at Crittenden. He began his teaching career in Newport News Public Schools in 2007 and served 13 years as a career technical education teacher and lead teacher at Warwick High School. Mr. Bellamy spent his past year as the administrative assistant and then acting assistant principal at Crittenden Middle School. Mr. Bellamy has a bachelor's degree in paralegal studies from Hampton University, an MBA from Strayer University, and master's in educational leadership from Averett University. Mr. Bellamy also works as an adjunct professor at Hampton University. Mr. Bellamy is excited to continue his journey with the Crittenden team. So thank you, sir, for joining us this evening. Congratulations. And I'll let you introduce yourselves and any guests that you have with you this evening.
Thank you. First, good evening, Dr. Parker and all esteemed members of the board. I'm very thankful for the opportunity. First, I want to introduce my beautiful wife, who has been my rock always, CDJ Bellamy. And if I could give a quick shout out to my proud principal, our fellow administrative team, and the Cougar family for making great strides in an eventful year, to say the least, and I look forward to making many more. Thank you.
And we have another administrative assistant appointment tonight. I would like to introduce Melanie Turan, the new administrative assistant at Crittenden Middle School. And Ms. Turan started her teaching career in 1998 as a first grade teacher at Magruder Primary School before moving to Briarfield Elementary School. Ms. Turan has began her work as a library of media specialist, at an Achievable Dream and Heritage High School. Ms. Turan has a bachelor's degree in interdisciplinary studies from Norfolk State University, a master's degree in elementary education from Old Dominion University, and an educational specialist degree in educational leadership from Old Dominion University. Ms. Turan is excited to start her administrative career at Crittenden Middle School. Good evening and welcome aboard and congratulations.
Good evening, board. Good evening, family and friends. My name is Melanie Turan. I am a proud product of Newport News. I am excited to be impactful to the Crittenden Cougars as well as to the community and students and staff. I brought with me my husband, Ron Turan, and my 16-year-old high school student, Courtney Turan. So excited to start.
Congratulations. And Mr. Chairman, those are our appointments this evening, but we also would like to mention some transfers that were approved under the personnel agenda. I'll just read those out, and they will appear in the board's update for staff and the community after this board meeting. Mr. Troy Latouche, the current principal of Rich Neck Elementary, will be moved to be the principal of Hilton Elementary. So Troy is transferring to Hilton, to the Hilton family. Melinda Price, current assistant principal at Lee Hall Elementary School, will become the assistant principal at McIntosh Elementary School. Terry Pittman, the current assistant principal at Hydenwood Elementary School, will become the assistant principal at Lee Hall Elementary School. And I should have wrote down the new names on those, right? Naima Gibbs, current assistant principal at General Stanford Elementary School, will become the new assistant principal at Hydenwood Elementary. And Jesse Dunton, assistant principal at McIntosh Elementary School, will become the assistant principal at General Stanford Elementary School. So those are the transfers that were on the personnel agenda for this evening, Mr. Chairman, and that concludes my report for this evening.
Wonderful. Well, thank you, Dr. Parker. Everyone looks so nice. They're dressed up so well. Why don't we take a picture real quickly with our appointees?
Well, we can do that. Yeah. If all our appointees will hang back for a minute, we'll probably just line up here across the front. And we have our photographer. Is Kelly here with us this evening?
Yeah, we do it.
We have it? Okay. So we'll have you take some pictures, and I think that'll be helpful for tomorrow's publication. Yeah. All right. So our appointees can come on out.
More pictures are taken with iPhones than anything.
No. Old school. So I guess we'll stagger a little bit. You step back and come in shoulder, and then there you go, and then you turn that way. Okay. There you go. That works perfect. All right. Perfect. Can you get us all? Oh, yeah.
Look here. 1, 2, 3. Slice. 1, 2, 3. That's a great picture. Still taking? Yeah. All right. One more time for everyone out.
Sorry, I'm just taking a picture of Michelle.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm proud of you.
Well, congratulations to all of our appointees again. And now the next item on our agenda is Section 3. As I understand at this time, the New Horizons lease is not ready for approval at this time, so we'll postpone that item to our June 18th board meeting, where we'll take that up for action item, which then moves us on to Section 4, which are comments by the superintendent. So Dr. Parker, please take it away.
Well, Mr. Chairman, I'll keep it brief. I just want to congratulate our appointees and our new administrators who are moving on to new experiences. It's always a great time of the year to see the faces of individuals who are turning pages in their professional careers. And just to put a plug in for the work that our leaders in our division do, we believe in supporting leaders in their development and their success at the building level. You'll find, if you're new to the Newport News family, when you interviewed with us, we probably mentioned that we believe in making sure that our administrators are successful and get the support that they need. So you're joining a great place at a great time, and we're just excited about your leadership. And to those viewing in this evening, I just want to say thank you for viewing in and also seeing this special moment for a lot of individuals who've worked hard to get where they are, where they're going and where they are this evening. And we want to continue to encourage all of our teachers, all of our individuals in our school division who are aspiring to advance, to continue to work hard, continue to take advantage of the opportunities that are provided you. We want to always be the place of choice for your professional careers in Newport News. And we mean that sincerely. With that being said, I also want to, we'll have an opportunity to say a few things. Our seniors are going to graduate next week, so by the time we come back, our members like Jordan here on the dais will be a graduate of Newport News Public Schools. So I'd like to say to our seniors who are graduating, we look forward to seeing you walk across the stage next week. We're so happy that you'll have an opportunity to have your special moment, and we definitely want to welcome, say congratulations to your family members who will be there and supporting you as you graduate. So, Mr. Chairman, that concludes my reports for this evening.
Wonderful. All right, so then that moves us on to matters by the school board. And we'll begin tonight with Mr. Moody.
Okay. Well, I just wanted to once again congratulate you all. Thank you so much. As a student, I am praying and I'm hoping for your success, and I want to thank you in advance for all that you're going to continue to do for us, the students, and ensuring that we remain college, career, and citizen ready. I do have to put in a shameless plug. I don't know if I said this yet, but I'm happy to have a Norfolk State brother over there with me. Congratulations to you, sir. Congratulations to you. With that, I want students to know we have a couple more weeks. Let's just finish strong, senior family. We know that we're doing graduation practice and graduation rehearsals this week. Continue to always look at all that you have done, knowing that that got you right here. And so be grateful for your journey. Be grateful to where you are right now. And let's all celebrate next week together. Congratulations again, and that concludes my remarks, Mr. Chairman.
All right. Wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you, Mr. Moody. Ms. Amon.
Thank you, Chairman Brown. Just following up on Mr. Moody, I want to just extend my congratulations to all those that have been promoted and appointed and transfers. And I think we've got great things in store next year, and excited for everybody to take advantage of new opportunities and experiences, and hoping and praying for a more normal year next year. And just to all the seniors, you're in the home stretch. Next week is graduation. Looking forward to that. And good weather, hopefully, for all days. And as Mr. Moody said, only a couple more weeks for all the other students. So finish strong and finish well. We're almost there.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Amon. Mr. Ely.
Thank you, Mr. Brown. I'd like to say congratulations to everyone who, with their new appointments, their promotions. We're definitely happy to have everyone here that's joining the Newport News family, and we're very grateful for everyone that's a part of the Newport News family. You're very welcome. We can't wait to work with you. Also, your seniors, Mr. Moody, congratulations again. We see you got another award with HCAP. Every time I go on Facebook, Mr. Moody get another scholarship or another award. So keep it up. Good representation of the board. And to all of our seniors, you made it. You hit the finish line. So congratulations, and we look forward to having a great 2021 school year.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Ely. Mr. Harris.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Again, congratulations to you, young man. It was wonderful working with you over this past year. You're, like I've always told you, you're mature past your age, and Norfolk State will be receiving a wonderful, wonderful young man. Congratulations to all of the appointees and promotions. Emphasis on being a principal. I viewed it as a hallmark in the school division, and it's where what I say the rubber meets the road. Your interaction with parents, administration. So I wish you a lot of luck in that. Feel free to contact your boss there, Dr. Parker, because we are always communicating on how important it is to be a principal. A link between the community and the school division. And, I look at it as principals providing that direction, that purpose, and that motivation to our students and to a lot of young parents that's out in our community. So, again, thank you and welcome aboard.
Thank you, Mr. Harris. Mr. Hunter.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Great things are happening in Newport News Public Schools. Coming to another year. I know it's been a very difficult year, but I'm glad we're coming to the end. Congratulations to all the new principals and transfers, things of that sort. Mr. Moody, got my eyes on you. I know, behold the green and gold. That's my competition, but I'm glad that you're going to do fine over there. And that young man in the back, going to another fine university. So looking forward to great things from both of you. That being said, I'm wishing all the seniors just 2 more weeks, and you'll be high school graduates. And so enjoy your time. You got 2 more weeks to be in high school. Enjoy them. Savor them. Yeah, you won't be in high school ever again. You can go back to college and get as many degrees as you want. You only get one chance at high school. So enjoy your last 2 weeks in high school. And I hope and pray that we do have very good weather. And again, congratulations.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Hunter. Dr. Best.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. First, I too would like to congratulate all those that were appointed and promoted. As a former school administrator, you have a big responsibility. It is very hard, but it's also very, very rewarding. So we look forward to working with you and you working with us. I also like to congratulate all of the seniors. Very trying year, but you've come to pretty much the end of the road, and I'm encouraging you as well to finish strong. A special shout out to Mr. Moody, our school board representative. I'm proud of him, and it's been a pleasure sitting beside him this year. I've learned so much from him, and I'm going to put out a shameless plug as well. As the newest Board of Visitors member at Norfolk State, I'd like to congratulate him as he comes on board at Norfolk State, and also the young man. I look forward to seeing you as well. So we wish all the seniors much success, finish strong, rest, get a little rest this summer, and have some wonderful memories. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Best. Madam Vice Chair.
Okay, so I'm looking out here and I am thrilled to see you all embarking on new endeavors. And with that enthusiasm that you're going to bring to that, share that. That's the charge, to share that with your schools and with your students specifically. Let them see how you tackle something new with excitement and with that openness to learn as much as you possibly can for those that you serve. And we appreciate all of your efforts that you're going to give and have already given, many of you, to Newport News Public Schools. So thank you there. I don't like goodbyes, so not telling George. No, I'm not saying it. I'm not saying goodbye. Plus, he was a Wayne Lett Scholarship winner, so he has to come back. So, Mr. Moody, you are a man of great integrity, professionalism, and grace, and it has been my sheer honor, to serve with you. And I give you a charge, too. Make sure that you carry that with you, and you lift people up as you have done, especially this senior year. It has been a rough year for you and your fellow students, and you have done a marvelous job in leading with them. So thank you for that. And I think the only other thing that I'd like to say is as we are embarking on this summer, let it be a moment of respite for all of us, because the work is really going to be cut out for us when we get back. We have to move forward. We have to figure out where we need to move with speed and where we need to step back a little as the students are getting acclimated to our new normal. So get a good rest over the summer. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Madam Vice Chair. All right, so Mr. Moody, as this will be your last meeting as a student, I believe we are going to see you again on June 18th, but this will be your last meeting as an official student. I want to say congratulations this year, and your leadership has meant a lot, I know, to the student body. Mr. Moody gets his share of students who contact the school board, and this year I just forward those requests right on to Mr. Moody and say, your student rep is going to take care of you, and he does. He has taken care of a lot of complaints. The school board gets a lot of complaints, but when we get complaints from students, we send them to the student rep, and Mr. Moody has been right on the ball. So you've done really an excellent job in a challenging year. I'd say for student complaints, probably this year was a record. and you handled them with grace and with dignity, and showed students that they had a voice and that they were respected by the board. So that's a really critical piece of leadership that you exhibited for our student body, and I want to thank you for that. Mr. Moody, I'll embarrass him a little bit more. He wrote letters to every member of the board, individual letters, because I checked with the other board members, and he had something individual to say to each board member as to something he took away from the year, something he learned, something he valued in terms of each board member's character. And that says a lot about your character, Mr. Moody. So I'm almost done embarrassing you. But very seriously want to thank you for being a good voice and a good beacon of light, and a lot of hope to the board this year in a challenging and trying year. And to all the seniors, I want to say congratulations. I'm looking very much forward to next week seeing graduation. Let's have some good weather. You all pray for the weather, that the weather is good, and look forward to seeing you all walk across the stage. I'll give my one curmudgeon, daddy advice to the seniors. As the pandemic is easing, there's a lot of traffic out there. So there's a lot of traffic coming to the board meeting tonight, a lot more people on the road. To you seniors, this is a time of year when bad things happen. Don't drive unless you have to. This is what I would just encourage you, especially those of you that you've just got your license and it's new for you. It's great to exercise that freedom, but try to use as much caution as you can and use discretion, and just drive as much as you possibly need to, because in the next coming months, there's going to be a lot of people on the road, a lot of people amped up and fairly